have just rounded up the expanded security meeting comprising the regular Security Council members and also the 23 local government council chairmen. We have discussed, analyzed the current security situation in the state, especially the recent unwarranted killings that has been going on. We condemned the killings, that on no account should anyone take laws into his hand and kill a fellow human being, irrespective of who the person is, irrespective of whatever crime the person have committed. But we have also noticed that majority of the people who are victims are people who knew nothing, because some are infants, some are women, some are old, and some are young. And so we totally condemn the act of killing that have taken place of recent in Benue State. Within a short period of 10 days, we have recorded over 130 killings around the state, and we are still counting. And so this is not acceptable by this council. But we commend the security agencies for their prompt responses to all calls, distress calls that are made anytime. They have not relented, despite the challenges of inadequate personnel, inadequate funding, inadequate equipment, and inadequate mobility to be able to handle distress calls that comes and round the state, and sometimes simultaneously. It makes it very difficult. But with the support of the community volunteer guards who are directly under the supervision of the Nigerian police, we also commend them, and we charge them to continue to be of good behavior and be patriotic in carrying out the assignment that has been committed into their hands. We equally condemn the unholy alliance of some of our youths in Benue State here with Fulani terrorists, joining hands, and sometimes rustling cattle and conniving with some indigenous youth to dispose them or to slaughter them. We condemn that unholy alliance. And we also condemn, I want it to be a rumor, the subject to investigation, or some traditional rulers who are also aware of this, and some stakeholders in various communities. We condemn those acts, and we have charged the Security Council and the security agencies to apprehend anyone who is found wanting as far as obeying the laws are concerned, whoever you are. It doesn't matter. You will be apprehended. Whether you're a thief man, an Idoma man, an Igede man, a Fulani man, Hausa, and anyone, whoever you are, we are committed to the unity of the state, and the Security Council is committed to protecting everybody in Benue State that is doing legitimate business and is living a legitimate life here in Benue State. No one will be intimidated, irrespective of where you come from. Whatever your ethnic background or religious background, you have the right to practice here in Benue State as long as you do it within the ambit of the law. You are permitted. No one should ever be harassed for whatever reason. And we employ our people to be law-abiding. Where you have issues with your neighbors, you should report to security agencies. That is why they are there. And they are ready to work with you. All that we are saying is that no one should take laws into his or her hands, no matter the provocation. Two wrongs will never make a right. So the security agencies are there to enforce the law against anyone that breaches any form of the provision of the law. So all those conniving with Fulanis to rustle cattle or to do unholy alliance work, the security agencies have been mandated to apprehend them and bring them to book. For the people of Benue State, we want to admonish, especially politicians, to know that if the state is not there, they cannot politic. Elections have come and gone. Those who have gone to the tribunal are still exercising their right, and legitimate right for that matter, by going to the tribunal. Let us be peaceful in our conduct. And let us be guided and be mindful of making inflammatory statements that will create chaos and anarchy and lawlessness. Let us not encourage evil. And I want every indigene of Benue State to remember that I'm still governor of the state until May 29th. And whether you are elected, you are not sworn in. Those who are not elected, they should be law-abiding. Those who have gone to court, they have done the right thing. There is no need in citing any other person. Let the court decide. If you're not satisfied for Assembly and National Assembly election, you go up to appeal court. For the governorship and presidential, you go up to Supreme Court. And so the opportunities are there. And so there is no point. And my advice goes especially to those who have won elections. If the state is not there again, who are you going to preside over? But you just need to be patient. In the next 6 weeks or so, when you take over the mantle of leadership, you can decide on what policy, and nobody will question it. Even me, as a former governor, I can only advise then. So if the policies are not good, if you want to repeal laws, but today we have not repealed any law, including the prohibition of open grazing law, we have not repealed it. It's still in force. And we're implementing it. Because it has not been reviewed or repealed. And so I want to urge our friendly brothers who believe in open grazing to go to other states where there are no laws and do it. But here, the opportunities are still there for you to establish your ranch and keep your cattle and live a peaceful life, coexist with others. But anything short of this for now is not allowed. And let me also commend the president. As I always say, once a good policy comes, it is our duty to commend and encourage him. Because the recent massacre, he had sent condolence messages to Benue people and also directed security agencies to ensure they apprehend the perpetrators of this evil. And I am told today by security agencies that Mr. President directives have been communicated to them, but this communication of Mr. President directives must be followed with action by the security agencies so that people can live in peace and sleep with their two eyes closed. So I want to encourage them that they are duty-bound to carry the directives of Mr. President. And so I commend Mr. President for this action. But I'm waiting to also see and hear the action that will culminate to ensuring peace for lives and property of Benue people. And in order not to join issues and create problems, we have also decided to allow a suspension of the operations of the livestock guard for the next 2 weeks. This is to allow those people who came with their cattle to go back to where they were coming from, because here there is a law. If they did not know, the security agencies will tell them. Our traditional rulers will tell them. Our local government chairmen will tell them. This is to allow them to go back. So in the next 2 weeks, we are suspending the operations of livestock guard so that people can move back and allow our people stay in peace. And we even did this before the elections because there was so much blackmail coming that livestock guard will go out to dismantle or disturb the electoral process. And so we had told them to stand down. And to do today, officially, we're telling them in the next 2 weeks, we allow this so that the operations of the security agencies will be seamless. There will be no interference to handle this matter. But after that, we shall resume. And we have not mandated any other person to go and rustle cattle or kill anyone, any header or Fulani man. It is an offense when you're caught. And so the security agencies too have been directed to apprehend anyone who is found wanting. The community volunteer guards, we commend them. They will continue to work with the Nigerian police. They are doing wonderfully well, and they should continue to check where there are breaches so that those perpetrators will be apprehended. We want to send, on behalf of the State Security Council and the government and people of Benue State, send our condolences to all those people who lost their lives. Those who are in hospitals, we continue to pray that God Almighty will grant them quick healing. Once again, thank you very much, and God bless you.